Hi, I'm Claudia from Lotsaknots. I have in my hand one of the warps from our weaving kit that we sell at lotsaknots.etsy.com. People are a little confused what to do when they receive this bundle in the mail. How do you open it? How do you put it on the loom? How do you do this without tangling up all the threads? So I thought I'd make a little video and show you what you need to know. Every warp that we wind has one color of thread that is holding the warp together and that is holding the cross together. And you'll see throughout here, you'll see these ties, these off-white ties all over the place. All right, so they contrast with the colors in the warp. This is a multicolored warp that I just wound. So you will notice, however, that there is one tie, and in this case it's sort of a brownish orange right here at the top that is a different color. That's the only tie that you're going to take off before you thread your loom. So what you do, it's tied just like a shoelace. You're going to go ahead and grab the single end, which is right here, and you're going to untie that. And you're going to untie this thread and remove it. You don't need that anymore. At the front of your warp is a tie. You're going to leave that on for now. And then right here in the center is a tie that's holding your cross in place. Every warp we wind has this tie. If you grab both sides of this tie that's holding the cross and going to sort of shake it out, you'll notice that there are both sides of your cross with your cross in the center. Here's your cross that's keeping all your threads in order. Here is, in this situation, here is the top of your cross, which is usually tied. We usually tie the top in two places. You can see that. And the bottom is not tied. Now, part of why we don't make too many ties in the cross is so that if you need to move that or adjust it so that your hand fits comfortably in here for threading, you can do that. But leave these threads on while you do it. You want to leave this tie that holds the middle of the cross, you want to leave that on for as long as possible. To adjust the size of your hand hold for threading, all you have to do is go behind the cross, lift the two parts of the cross, and pull on them, all pieces of them, simultaneously. Just pull both pieces, the cross will move, and then to line everything back up, give it a nice snap, and then everything's back in place. So when you go to thread the heddle on your rigid heddle loom, you're going to start from here at the top of the cross. How do you find the top of the cross? Well, it's got a tie on it. Here is the tie at the top of the cross right there. And here's the tie in back of the cross that's on the top. So you want those on the top, and you're going to start winding. You're going to start threading, rather, from the top here. And your first thread, when you take this tie off, holding the top of the cross, your first thread will be right there, ready and waiting for you to thread it into the heddle or into the loom. Now, if you're going to be threading the loom from front to back using this pre-wound warp, you're going to cut these threads. And you can do the same if you're threading a rigid heddle loom. You're going to cut them, and then you're going to put them on your hand in a comfortable position. You're going to want to hold your thumb back here behind the cross, put your hand in the front, and then you're going to take one thread at a time and thread it through the heddle or through the heddles on a loom. All right? So that's all you need to know about the front of your warp. Now, here's the rest of the warp. You took off that one tie that was a different color. It was holding the back half of the warp to the front half. So the part with the cross in it is free. And you could actually go ahead and thread the heddle or thread your loom without ever untying this. But once you get this untied, then you'll see that there are a lot of loops. All you need to do is gently pull on the front of the warp, and each loop is going to come out in succession. There are more ties on the warp holding it together. There's a choke tie, see it, there it is, right in the middle, keeping everything in order as good as possible. But all you have to do is pull on this, and loop after loop comes undone all the way down to the bottom of the warp, and there you go. And you have it all. You want to get it back into shape. You want to make sure it's in order. You have a tie right here at the end that ties the this loop, has the warp in 2 halves. You can hold on to that loop and just give it a nice tug, and everything lines right back up. That's all you have to do. Go down in order, tug it, line it back up, and it's all right in nice in shape again. You can hold on to where this choke tie is, give it a good snap, everything's back in shape. Everything is in order. All the colors are fallen into place. Same thing with the front. Just go through the whole warp and snap it, and everything falls into place. That's all you have to do. This is nice, strong cotton. It's a really fine mercerized cotton, so it takes well to the snapping, and it pulls all your threads into place by snapping it. See, that's all you have to do. And come back to your cross, and that's where you're going to thread your loom from, is right here, from the top of your cross. I hope you found this helpful. If you need to get in touch with us, if you have any questions whatsoever, please contact us at lotsaknots@msn.com. It's LOTSAKNOTS@msn.com. And if you need help pulling the warp apart, we're happy to help you do that. Just remember that your cross, this cross tie, is your most important tie. It divides your cross into all 4 parts. Here's your cross threads. That's what keeps your threads in order. Happy weaving! Bye.